Alright, welcome back to Metaphor Refantazio. So admittedly, last night I was not feeling it anymore. I was starting to get really tired and sleepy. It was about almost 10 o'clock by the time, and I think it was like video 5 that I was making at that point. So I was getting a little winded down and I started complaining a lot about this place. And I regret nothing. This place sucks, okay? This entire freaking dungeon was the absolute misery pit of Metaphor Refantazio by far. I don't like the skyscraper building stuff. It was really stupid that we had to do all this extra dumb shit just to like mess with elevators and, you know, eventually come down here to the rest of the temple, where even that was incredibly dumb as well, where you're like, oh, don't run into the smoke, but now you have to like look up all of a sudden and then you kind of have to trace your path. Couple things that could be missable, this and that. I'm just kind of like, you know what, whatever. So anyway, we are done with that. It's really, I think it's a dungeon that really overstayed its welcome, in my opinion. Just not a lot to really go off here. Like, I understand why they had to make it really big like that, but the issue is that it doesn't really make me like it just because it's a huge dungeon. You know, the enemies in here on a normal playthrough would have been absolutely miserable, and you would have spent more time trying to, you know, avoid and evade them more than actually enjoy the combat and stuff like that. Because MP grind is so bad. Like the way that they handle MP in this game is just so bad, even though there are ways to kind of regenerate it. It's just like, no. You know, if I could just go and find a vendor that sells Magla pills or even just make them, you know, forget stealing them or hoping that you get them as a random drop from the merchants, like line and all that kind of stuff. You just, no, it just doesn't work. So dungeons this huge are a super no-go for me, especially when it comes to the point where you restrict me in my ways of rebuilding my characters, you know? Like, they could have even made the Magla pills like $500 or something, and like even then I would have still grinded for money just to buy the pills, because they're really expensive in like other JRPGs as well, like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, but you know, it is what it is. That's the decision they went with. And the reason why they really upgraded the dungeon is because you got 5 party members and they're wanting you to switch them in and out. Which is just like another tactical way of doing things, but I'd rather not extend battles any longer than they have to be. I'd rather just use my 4 and just keep on going. So, yeah, just critical misses all around. Not really my favorite dungeon whatsoever. And the degree of difficulty for it, too, would have been something that'd be like, come on, guys. Like, it don't need to be that crazy and chaotic for us to get the message.
The deepest part of the temple lies just ahead. It is the altar of the 12, where the dragon god Et slumbers.
What is this really sinister voice? There's unquestionably something totally not good back there.
This Magla, it feels like that of a normal dragon, but somewhat different. What is this?
Well, that's why we're here. Let's go.
I don't like this. Ready?
Time to go!
I've said it once and I'll say it again. If this is a human dragon, I'm turning off the game, deleting it, and we will be left here at part whatever the hell we're on right now. Because I'm not dealing with that. Okay, good. Looks like a regular dragon. I wonder what people's builds were for this area. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Spoiler alert, maybe? We're missing a person here.
hell! There was a dragon after all!
I thought this thing needed a priestess to summon it.
Is that the lance?
We are in no condition to claim it. Fire and flame! Has even the dragon god succumbed to melancholia?
No. I think this is something worse. Look! On its back!
Something clings to it. A human. Is that the fiend behind this chaos?
That's the worst double act I've ever seen.
Look at its eyes, its mouth, like
Well,
it's
everybody, it was a great time. Really apologize, but we're gonna have to cut off Metaphor Refantazio from here on out. God damn it, man! I knew it was gonna be a fucking human dragon. I just knew it was gonna be a human dragon.
You would fight our god.
What can
At least
we
it
do
doesn't
to
look
defend
bad, though.
ourselves?
Yufa!
I'm...
Pretty much, Lady D right here, Resident Evil Village, you know.
Yufa! What can I do? You would have me abandon this end. You would send me away to live my life. But how? How can I? This is all I have. Please. You can't take my purpose away from me.
I must apologize. I was wrong to assume. I was quick to judge. But your rights are not acts of barbarism. Yours is a proud heart. But still, see the truth. Is this your god? A god who demands martyrs, who desires tragedy. Is that truly a god worthy of your devotion and faith? Arise now, priestess! Have you come here only to be saved? Or will you find purpose beyond death, to stand and fight as a savior?
I want to!
O lodestar, ye torn maiden of faith, O thou anguished traveler, thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken.
Well, what
Now
the hell is
turn
this?
thy path.
I love that island. I love the smell of its verdant flora. But what I love more than anything is its people. Their words may be coarse, but their hearts are true. I must save them. Please!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
If I cannot save them in death, then I swear I'll protect them with my life. All of you, let me fight by your side!
This is crazy, man. Whoa, we got another fucking party member, dude. That is intense. That is awesome, though. At the same time, really, really awesome. Okay, shit. We love Heisme, and fuck, I don't know. We'll just for now, because I think Hulkenberg and Stroll get experience no matter what. But yeah. Oh boy, probably gonna regret this.
You what? You can fight?
And that power!
I found my answer. I offer my life in battle, not in sacrifice.
Then we fight as a team?
That thing on its back! That's the human possessing it, right?
Yes, it must be. If we strike at the human precisely, we may be able to separate them. Everyone, you need not hold back. We fight to save the dragon god, Et. And I shall fight with all I am.
We're not sacrificing anyone! Come on, team, we fight together!
Perhaps this will be if we all work together. I shall read. Here I go. This makes I must concentrate.
Let's do this!
Yeah! You let him know
You think we know mage? Oh, power of kings! Too much weakness, our strength! I must be sure.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Advancing! I need distance!
Homo Margo. This is some bullshit right here, man. I'll tell you what. Homo Margo. Okay.
Mage!
Maybe ice.
Even white line.
Let's do this together! Raging fire!
Oh, that's a good move.
Fight with pride. I'm all prepared.
On your guard!
You hit their weakness!
I shall
That's
do my
your
best.
opening, Captain!
I pray you're ready. Perhaps this will I ask for your aid. There's another summoner. Heed me!
Be neither timid. Mage! Life formidable indeed.
Now burn us.
It's absorbing the Dragon God's power?
Are we supposed to kill the dragon? I don't think we're supposed to kill the dragon.
A bit much. You hit their weakness! Don't
The
let us
freedom
down,
of a
you know?
wanderer. Let's set it up! No, I won't hold back!
You hit their weakness!
Everyone take my
That's your
flash
opening,
power.
Captain!
Come forth now.
Yeah! You hit their
You
weakness!
think yourself equal? I'll use what I must. Apologies. Would you finish it?
I'll show you. Burn! Sorry, my mistake.
Let's take. Win! Let's push through!
We did it! Now we just need to take down the body.
This is the power summoner.
Heed me!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Not bad at all.
Nice.
I shall strike.
Excellent.
Marvelous. Yes, I've become stronger.
The dragon!
The dragon god Et has returned to its sacred vessel. Legend has it that while in its vessel, that's when the dragon god's power is greatest and weakest when it takes to raging wing. So if it has a true form, you see it now before you. And here is our village's divine relic, Dracadios, Lance of the Dragon God.
'Twas rusty and worn, but now it almost gleams.
So dragons aren't just magical beasts. They're a manifestation of pure magla. My sister's research. She was right.
You all had the right of it. All these tragic calamities, they are not born of the Dragon God's wrath.
Then maybe they arose from the temple's melancholia. Perhaps that human was the source.
'Tis not the first time. Thinking back on it now, a human has always been at the heart.
You think humans are what's causing all of this?
No, I don't think that's quite it. Something about that monster. The way it instinctively tried to shield its eyes and ears. It was as if we faced the living past of the Mustari people itself. The Mustari reject the world beyond ours, lost and comforted by ignorance. And in adversity, it is our God we cling to as cause and answer to our suffering. Maybe we have only ourselves to blame. A self-inflicted madness. Our hearts are the source of Magla, of magic arts. Even this new power, this archetype that has awakened within me. Another. I did not know this one existed.
If this mural had been lost until now, then... This paints quite a different picture of the priestess. She looks to be fighting.
You suppose this is the truth of the priestess's duty? I mean, offering her life to quell the calamity threatening the village. Maybe that's what it meant all along.
Stroll's like, I got all the
It
answers.
always seemed odd that the dragon
That motherfucker's a philosopher.
of all things. Not a sealed urn, but a weapon. My brother often wondered about it. We were wrong. No, we did not even think to question.
You would have died in the name of an error of semantics. The world has not been kind to you, girl.
No. On the contrary, I feel I've been saved. I finally see my path laid before me. So thank you. You said you had business with the Lance when all this had settled.
Yes, but I doubt you'll want to let go of it after all that. We have to figure that out.
I cannot simply relinquish it, but perhaps instead...
What was that?
Surely not. The human from the altar? How has it not perished?
I heard it enter the water. This channel leads straight to the ocean. If it seeks prey to regain its strength...
Then it can only be headed for the village.
Damned beast! So much for taking it slow on the way back.
Just teleport.
Someone, please!
Monster!
I hear screaming. It's got...
You lot came back! Ha! Looks like the little lady made it out, eh?
Of course! But more importantly...
Right. We've got a human on the hunt. Del's helping the villagers get to higher ground.
Truly? I'd not have expected it of him.
That's Fidelio through and through, isn't it?
I am Euphausia, the priestess. Thank you for helping with the evacuation. Hereon we shall...
Oh, priestess!
Lady Yufa, please save...
What don't you lot get about evacuate? You want to live, do as you're told.
Priestess, what happened to the ritual? What of the dragon gods raw?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster.
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual. The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it. We end this here!
We can do this!
Are you full HP? About to say, come on, man. We'll just do the same setup. Juna didn't really do a lot with us, but we'll do it.
It is time I put the truth.
I thought we already finished this guy.
Oh, power of
This is
kings.
the stubborn one.
Too much for... Witness our secret technique. Disclose. Thunder!
I won't hold back! Win!
Don't underestimate. I'll show you. Come on, help me out. This is just what I need.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Let's do this together. Face her. Raging fire.
Even my... Let us combine our powers. There's another way. I can do this. Come forth now.
I'll use what I must. Freeze! That did nothing.
Let's stay calm. Let's go! Hold on, looking good here.
Come on, help me out. Burn! Stubborn, hey?
Everyone is counting on me. Take my fullest power. I must concentrate. Heed me! That was ineffective?
Now accept your fate, Mandible Bearing.
It's okay. The next one's yours.
I'll give you the performance of... Watch me! Maybe not.
Ice doesn't work. We need a different approach.
I'll show you.
This is for the future of the Mastari! Fall!
Satisfactory.
I feel stronger.
Yes, I'll always aim higher!
Right. That's the end of that.
Everyone, once again, thank you so much.
What a spectacle! To think I could have evacuated and missed the performance.
Yufa, that power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence for history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctus Scriptures are fiction.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Yufa.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. Perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left, Adeni, even the night Father and Mother left this world, I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps we would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her?
You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks. But there is something that must finally be said. Yufa, I'm glad you chose life.
I think I understand now. It's not slaying monsters that gets rid of the melancholia. I think it goes away when we help people overcome their fear and anxiety.
I have to say, for the moment there, it looked like we'd have more dead than alive. But now they've got the lance, priestess, and the whole sodden village in their corner.
It's only relevant as far as it matters for Luis's sake, Baz. Remember, we're doing this for a world where your blood don't matter, long as you can fend for yourself.
Suppose, but what about them that can't fend for themselves? Like them village folk you helped save. Reminds me of that Glodell business too. They're tough enough that they don't need dirty tricks. If he challenged them, and they won fair and square.
Pack it in, Basilio. Our war may be quieter, but we're still fighting. Hesitate out there and you're dead.
Del.
So, that's the lance everyone's after.
I wanted to discuss that. Unfortunately, I cannot let the lance leave my side, but to that end, what if I were to accompany? The monster is gone, the Magla-made distortion is visibly fading from our lands, the threat looming over the island has passed. That said, if I am to be a warrior priestess, then I feel I must learn what the world is like beyond our borders. Besides, if you were to hold the lance, you would lose your powers of magic, which would be inconvenient.
Wait, we lose our magic powers?
Well, a flow of some protective magma surrounds you. Yet, when the lance nears you, it seems to dispel that magic. I can only assume it's one of Dracodios's powers.
What? Hold on. Protective Magla? You don't think she's talking about the king's magic?
Oh shit, that's how we're gonna take down Luis.
You seem distraught.
Look, can I talk to you for a second? There's something I want to test with Dracodios. Did you all see that? This changes everything.
I'll say. I was wondering how a whole dragon's worth of Magla fit in such an ordinary-looking lance. Now I finally understand.
Your pardon, but might someone clarify?
He blocked it well enough, but the blow still landed. Our candidate was struck.
There's no doubt about it. This lance has the power to nullify the protection of the king's magic. That means, as long as you have this lance, any candidate can be killed. And if Luis knows that, it explains a lot.
Then I am well glad the brothers are not present to hear it. What a secret to have stumbled upon.
Maybe this is our chance. We can do what Grius couldn't, and this time, he wouldn't see us coming.
His plan to assassinate Luis.
Yes. That was our original mission, after all.
You would use it to take a life.
Yikes. We've been blabbing in front of you for...
Doesn't matter. We'll need it kept quiet that we know the Lance's secret. And we can't ask that of her without giving a proper explanation.
I was the one who came asking to be included. No matter how heavy or grim your burdens, I would shoulder them alongside you.
Sheesh. Not much we can say when she puts it like that.
But how would such an assassination be enacted? Those brothers will make damn sure we turn the lance over.
A stealth mission's out. Last time there were hardly any guards about and we still barely managed to survive. I'd rather not push our luck.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down. Well, Captain? Any ideas?
We could try convincing the brothers to join our...
No, I don't think that one's realistic.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down. Well, Captain? Any ideas?
How about...
There's a thought. After all, the lance has been shut up in a temple for ages.
Tis an easy thing to say, but are we even capable of making such a replica?
If you just need a visual double whipped up, that's certainly within my repertoire, what?
This guy right here, Randy's the GOAT. I don't know, man. I think Nearest might be the best dude.
Give us a lance.
He's always doing some shit.
Yufa, knowing what we want to do with the lance, are you sure you still want to stick with us?
I did not falter in choosing my fate as a sacrifice, and I will not falter in this. Please, tell me everything.
Well, settle in. It's a long story.
So the prince is alive?
I know His Highness can guide us to a brighter future. Laugh at my hopes if you wish.
I do not know or love this prince as you do. But I can tell, by your faith, he is not one to cast others as...
For now, we need to figure out when and where to ambush Luis. Treasonous bastard who cursed him.
Well, if we're going to trick him with a fake, there's only one answer. Saint's Day. The city will be chock full of relics by then. Perfect for a bit of cover.
'Tis the same day Luis plans to attack Forden. No doubt he has the same advantages in mind. The relics will be presented at Altabree's Grand Opera House, yes?
Well then, you could try it while I'm singing. Long as I'm on stage, I can keep everyone's eyes.
I suppose it is time I face my destiny as well. I've no doubt my understanding of life itself will be tested. All I can do is...
Time to go!
Not just the lance, but now we've got Yufa herself. Things are looking up. Maybe you just draw people to you, like the prince did. Strange to think of an understanding of life, though. I get it. It's just not something I thought about until recently. You think a fairy could find any meaning in that?
I'm sure you can.
You're right.
What an odd time to bring this in.
On our side, I know we'll figure it out.
I will go tell my brother of my departure.
Then we shall rest at the inn.
Cramped spaces are the foundation of camaraderie, I say. Well, to each their own.
Now then.
No.
True.
Hold on.
Hey! Hey there!
Hold on.
Most helpful.
Guess we're splitting up.
Ding dong.
Apologies.
Something wrong, love?
My brother had already retired for the day, so I thought I'd wait for tomorrow to tell him.
Think you'll be able to tell him yourself?
If I cannot even do that, there would be little point in leaving the island. He will understand. After all, he left long before... What is that book?
Oh, it's a fantasy novel. He's never without it.
A fantasy? But what is it a fantasy of?
It's a story about an ideal world.
Well, so you do not merely strive against evil. You have a vision for the world's better.
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists. Much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
In truth, 'tis difficult to envisage. All I have known is our own island's history and doctrine, and naught beyond it. So, well, would it be all right if I read some? Remarkable. Despite all the people share in common, the world is filled with myriad faiths and beliefs. Accordingly, those in search of spiritual meaning may seek and find many different teachings to guide them. I see. So the people of this world are free to believe as they will. Anyone may follow any god, any dogma.
So basically the opposite of the Sanctus Church.
Our legends say that the ancient world was full of all manner of beliefs too. The people of Eld worshipped many gods from many pantheons. People confronted the anxiety that haunted them.
Thinking back, some of those figures in the temple murals may have been gods.
Yes. That mural depicting myriad gods is an explanation of how this world came to be.
But ultimately, war claimed everything. Suppose that means it wasn't much of a utopia, right?
Perhaps freedom unchecked gave rise to conflict. Either way, to know the past is to ensure history does not repeat. If we are to create a utopia rooted in our world, faith is not enough. We must move onward and take action as allies, because I believe that's how this must be used. This power that guides us to ideals. To walk forward, firmly, fearing nothing.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Your pardon.
Yufa, and the mainlanders.
Brother, I must... Until now, I have understood nothing. But it is not merely the teachings I failed to grasp. I did not understand the mother and father's wishes, nor indeed their own. As the priestess, I am duty-bound to protect our village. And I would do so not with a weapon, but with understanding. Brother, please permit me to travel alongside these people.
Your own journey. I never thought I'd see the day you'd ask to leave.
I humbly plead on her behalf as well.
My own journey's end freed me from our customs. Perhaps, had I sought comrades and friends of my own to walk with, I would have found purpose. So be it. Go and see this world with your own eyes. As a parting gift, Yufa, I entrust this to you.
What is it?
Mother's Kakara. With this staff in hand, she would travel the lands beyond our shore, seeking to spread our teachings.
I did not know she'd left anything behind. I gladly...
I must ask, Yufa, what do you plan to call yourself, once off the island?
What do you mean? I am the priestess of Verga Island. Should I be called anything else?
Indeed. To outsiders, we are only the islanders. We have hardly named a land, much less our humble village. We once saw no need for a name. We had rejected the world outside for so long, we knew but two lands. Those within our borders, and those without. Now that the truth of our traditions has been restored, we may celebrate them. And in that spirit, I would like to name our village.
Our home will have a name?
By your efforts, there is no longer any doubt. The dragon god Et is our village's guardian deity. Thus, it seems only right to call it the home of the dragon god Et. Etria. One day, after years untold, I hope Etria will be a bustling town. People from far and wide will meet here. It will be worthy of its name. At least, that is my fantasy.
I think I found a world I want to be a part of. To that end, everyone, I look forward to our journeys together.
So, you're off to Altaberry. You'll have to watch for the tide, but you should arrive with plenty of time. If you have time yet to relax, our island home is humble, but I hope it is to your liking.
Well then.
Just lovely.
Uh-huh.
All right then.
Awesome. So we still don't have Juna and our new character now as followers, so I'm sure they're gonna open up to us probably in the end game. And then we have one person left after that, which is kind of telling me that maybe one of the brothers, and I'm gonna guess it's the younger one's gonna probably join our side, while Del is probably gonna remain ever faithful to Luis, which is kind of his character arc there. So that's gonna be a pretty sad departure, but it is what it is. Alright, next episode we will go ahead and turn in some quests, see what Yufa wants us to do. And now we have an entirely new character that we have to set up for. So there's a lot going on right now. We are really expanding.
Sounds like a lovely time.
Summoner Yuna. What's a summoner anyway? Shit. Well, we get her to do that. That'll be good. Stroll, are you still a general, bro? God damn. So, let's see. So, we'll have Samurai. And then we're going to have hers. So, yeah, we'll get her up to 20 and then Magic Seeker up to 10. That's going to be a little while, though. So that's 23. Yeah, I'm guessing. So that's how I get 25, then it's going to be these three. We learned all these up till now. So we're almost there. We just got a few more things to do. We got 7 days remaining until we have to depart. So next episode will probably be a bunch of dumb stuff in between. We have to fight the Colosseum stuff, so we're going to do that as well. We did get this mission as well, so we have to fight for Juna's sake. And then figure out what old girl wants. So I guess we could do this real quick, though.
Not finished yet? Isn't.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you, dearie.
It's all right. Well, I'm quite.
Whoopsie.
Wow. Oh, wait. Do people in Grand Trat have big families? If it's called Sunlunio Street, then all its residents are of the Sunlunio, are they not? On the island, places are named after the people who live there, so... Oh, maybe that's not how it works then? I'm sorry, I must come across so
Yufa?
Brother, I'm learning about the outside world from him. If I remain naive about it...
Does living beyond our borders make you anxious, Yufa?
A little. But I shouldn't be, no? This was my own decision.
There's nothing wrong with standing behind your decision.
Precisely, yes. The first time I left the island, I was so nervous my knees shook.
Really? Is that true, brother?
No one steps out into the unknown without some trepidation in their heart. That said, people only fear what they don't know, because they don't fully understand them. I believe this is your time, sister. You've heard of the trials of Malniver, have you not? It is an island where a peculiar monster lives. Raised in stagnant magla, the monster reflects the anxiety of those who challenge it, and it provides those who overcome it with proof of their victory. I am one such victor, and I gained a great deal from it. I think you could stand to benefit as well, Yufa. You would count your new friends as reliable warriors, correct? Perhaps you might tempt them with the discarded treasures and armaments of our ancestors there. It will challenge you, to be sure, but you'll walk away better for it.
But... what if it proves too challenging?
We'll do it together.
The weather on the island is unpredictable at best.
I would never send my precious sister off without regard for her safety. I have some idea of how to handle the... Won't you put your faith in your new friend and me? Your focus...
I understand. If this proof you speak of will give me the power to step boldly into my future, then I will want for nothing else.
That's the spirit. If you do decide to go, pay me a visit before heading out. I would see you all off safe.
This one's important.
Yes, that's the place.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Or rather, a trial awaits.
Hey, I hope the magla isn't too strong.
All right then.
Let's go.
Fancy a bit? Want in on this? Just between us.
All right then.
Why do we need to go to academia?
Where to? All right then. Where to? All right then. Where to?
Where even is more here?
Let's go.
That's the way.
Now, where was it?
Would you look at this? Now then, simply amazing. Ah, right. So, you've acquired a new archetype.
So the whole time with the mask, I had to bring... Oh my god, man. Hey. It's because I haven't been to academia in such a hot minute. That is the whole reason why we didn't even come this way like that. These are so neat though, I like these. Masked Dancer. Turned into a Persona Master. Of course they had to add that in there. Devil Summoner. That's awesome. Alright, so not a great, like, overall dungeon, but, you know, we got a new partner and everything else. Fought another human. Human dragon, which I should already be deleting the game, but it is what it is. We'll take it. Alright, till next time, we will continue on and do some more side questing before we actually have to do anything with Luis again. Thanks for watching.